Hey guys, it's been a while since I posted a video. It's a lot like journaling. I always have good intentions and then life gets busy. I've been in California and then it's summertime, so I've been out with my kids golfing and doing different things. So I'm not in the garage as much, but and I had the outage. But during the outage, I was able to get a bunch of stuff bought. In my mind, I had this idea of how everything would work out. Uh, and of course, when you have expectations and things fail to meet expectations, you get disappointed. And that's where I'm at right now. Or not disappointed, more discouraged. But yeah, I'm discouraged right now. I'll show you one thing I did that really discouraged me, and I still don't know if I can put a nut zerk in or what to fix what I did to this hinge right there. So I put everything back together again. I've got to measure it for a drive line, but I've got to load the suspension so I know what my slide spacing is, I guess. I'm getting more educated on this stuff as I go along, but it's still, yeah, I'm discouraged. But I've almost got it loaded up. I think getting to the point I just want to put the glass in the back so I feel like I accomplished something. But that's where I'm at. Let me show you what I did to this hinge. So I'll show you these hinges. I think I got some issues going on. So if I can get, like that one, if I can get some pointers on how to fix what I've got going on, I'd appreciate it. But you can see that bolt right there isn't all the way set in. And set this light down, sorry. But you'll see this bolt. I was dumb. I told myself, use a ratchet wrench to do it. Don't use the impact. So of course I used the impact, and I broke that nut off on the back. So I'm planning on using a cutting wheel and lopping that bugger off, and then I can get that out. These bolts are fine thread, which is a little, I don't understand why, but I think it was a little rusty. I put penetrating oil on there. You can see where it's run down, but it just didn't work. So on this guy, see that edge, how it's rolled weird? Hinge, door frame, or both. Got to try and straighten them out, I believe, but let me show you the other side. The other side, the hinges look a lot worse. So somewhere along the line, that right-hand side piece got broke out, as you can tell, on both of them. And then you can see that gap back behind. Do I just beat them into submission when they're right there to get them back kind of where they need to be? But let me show you I guess I've got 4 other hinges, but I don't know. I don't know if I really want to take them from that other truck, but I don't know. Let me look at those. I'll show you those guys. So these are the doors from that 52 that I went and picked up. Push button, 52, flipper, 51, vent window. So vent window with the push down. The only year they had that was 51. Vent window with the push button, 52, 53, and then in 54. Yep, 3 years. So see, that one's all bent too, in that edge. Those things are stiff. So what would you do? Let me know with that. But got to put the clip on it to get it loaded. Got my brakes ran to the back. I think I did a video on that. I've got these lines coming out, and I'm in a debate whether just to run the stainless braided line all the way back to the gas tank, or bring it out here and then put the pressure regulator over there. And then with my steering column coming down through, I think I'll be really close to just being able to use my steering column. But if I do a column shift, will I be able to get the linkage down to the transmission? So if you can comment on that, help me out with that. But I found my pulley on my water pump, which made me happy. I put this in, I put that guy on there. I've got to pull that vent, or the 1950s insulate air conditioning. This corner stays up, so I've got to work that over. And I got an airbrush. So, whoops, that's where I'm at right now. I still need to sand it. I just haven't had a lot of time out here. I don't know if you remember what it looked like before. But yeah, I think that this light is way bright. I think that red looks a lot better sandblasted on or airbrushed on than I was doing it paint and sand. Then I've got to try and make those come close to matching. Let me show you the other side, because the other side, it's dark and light too. So I haven't touched this side, but you can see how it's darker blue on this side than it is on that side with the silver. So, and you can see where it's rubbed right there too with that. But yeah, that's where I'm at. I still want to keep the patina. Still want to do that. I pulled that out, the fuel filler. I'm gonna cut a piece out and weld in there. And I'm gonna sand all that black off, and then patch a hole there, and a hole there that I've tried before. But I might again put some glass in to try and just feel like I accomplished something. I got the back gray, that is done. So trying to get that done so I can put the glass in. I shouldn't be grinding and stuff, so I won't ruin the glass like I did my phone. But so that's where I'm at right now. Yeah, that didn't work out so well. I cut this one off right there. It just sits and spins, won't push out to the back. Then this guy right there, that one also had an issue, and I reach in the back and that blasted thing is captured between these two plates. So I'm trying to figure out how the crap to get that out now. I don't know whether I can shove my arm back in there and try and blind weld it down, but then is that gonna jack up the nut? I think the nut's still all right. It was just rusty, but That one I got out just fine. I don't bloody know. Frustrating. Okay, so I've been sitting here. A lot of you are probably like me. I dreamed about my hinge problem, not bolt. I drove to work this morning and pondered that bolt. Got some good pointers from guys at work on how to do it. And I came home and I put my theories into action. So I'll try and let me see if I can get a picture of the back side of these nuts that are back behind here. Okay, you see how the one on the right has the flat side to it? I can't spin it because I only have two hands, but that flat spot, I was able to take that and get some washers and rotate that into position to pin it so I could spin it. Okay, so I took these flat washers, I put two of them, stacked them, and put them behind that bolt or that nut. And then I drilled, well, at first I used a pair of vice grips to see if I could spin it. And I must have hammered the crap out of that and cross-threaded it, because all of these fine threaded pieces of junk. So I took it and I drilled the center of it out. See? And then I can't really focus on it, but I got it nearly all the way drilled out, and then it just went right out the back. I started with like a 3/16 inch drill bit and then went up, and I think the last one I put through was a 5/16, and it drove it right out the end. So I guess I can count this as a win. I'm gonna have to put a different bolt in that hole and back it, I think, with a nut. Again, if it was that other side, the driver's side, I'd be hosed. I would never be able to get to that. So I'm gonna have to be really careful when I put those bolts in on that side, because if any of those bust loose, I've got to cut out what I just got done welding in. But I won. So I'll go on to the next thing, which I don't know what that is yet, but I'll keep you posted. Thanks again for subscribing, the new subscribers. Appreciate you coming and join this ride with me. I say enjoy. It's not as much joy as I thought. But I know that when it's done, I'm gonna love driving this thing around and feel some pride in what I built, as long as it's not broke down on the side of the road. But I'm sure that'll happen, and my wife can come get me. But yeah, it's a lot different than what I expected, but it's fun. And again, thank you so much.